basically.
That's news to me. I should ask her, what dishes have you cooked, Mama? For me, food is something that should make me feel good once the meal is done. And the next morning should go well, if you know what I mean. For me, with Dhoom, it was more about the hours of that I put into gaining the toned muscle look. More hours in the gym, more hours of that sort of hard work. Obviously, with eating right, and I think that eating right was always there. But there are times when I want to just go and cook, and it's more therapeutic for me than anything else. Because something is working for someone and something is not working for someone doesn't mean everything that works for one person is not going to work for you. You have a different body type, you have different levels, you have probably different allergic to certain foods. So I always believe do what works for you. Study yourself, study what your taste buds want, how your body reacts to certain foods, and create your own likes and dislikes. Don't go by what's in fashion. Because you're actor doesn't mean you're blessed with good skin. I think good skin and all is genetically gifted, and then you're maintaining it. Just because I became an actor doesn't mean my skin became good. No. If in a random story I have to wear an outfit and stand like a fool, I'll never do that. You know what I mean? Out of just for the sake of it. But if there is a role and it's a beautiful script and it's beautifully weaved into it, I'll do it. We used to tell her that, in school all these kids bring their food which their mothers have made, you would also make. Then she learned to make rasam, rice, thoda sabji wabji, but on holidays.
Hi, this is Samina Sheikh here at the Sante Spa Cuisine actually, and with me right now I have Esha Deol, who's joining me right now on my special show Street Diaries, to join me as I welcome her only on Zoom. First of all, lovely to have you, and I could see that you have already done a lot of binge eating and all that, and it's very healthy, and Sante has been my personal favorite. You tell me about your personal experience.
That's so nice. So binge eating here is healthy eating. So you're eating. Even if you binge eat, you're putting healthy things in your system. So that's the beauty about Santi. And it says, the tagline, as you know, it's honestly healthy. And I totally resonate with something like that. And their food and the variety that they bring in, especially keeping our Indian culture in mind, using all the grains and what is available in our country, and creating food from all over the world on one table.
I could see that this one food item itself is very good. This looks very interesting.
You must try.
How much do you kind of indulge into all these eatings? Only because I'll ask you, because you are into fitness and you come on camera, you do your work. You are featuring in ads and all. How conscious are you with your eating?
I for me, food is something that should make me feel good once the meal is done, and the next morning should go well, if you know what I mean. Your stomach is not feeling acidic and all. That means you're eating good food. And I choose to feel good from inside out. One thing is about looking good externally, but having a tummy growling and starving, and I don't do all that. I can't do all that. It's just not possible for me to. Hence, I feel this kind of innovation of gluten-free, more lighter options. But at the same time, if you taste the food, you will see it's so tasty. And I think it's hit the right spot for me. So this association is very organic, and there's a lot of authenticity in it, I would say.
And I could see that, the kind of food which is over here right now on a platter, I really want you to try. But before that, Esha, this question comes into picture. When you were, basically trying to have a certain diet for Dhoom, what was it like? Because everyone was like going gaga over you, the way you were, in that role.
I mean, I ate what I ate while growing up. I mean, I've been eating I think it's healthy only because a lot of South Indian food is healthy, and for me with Dhoom, it was more about the hours of that I put into gaining the toned muscle look. More hours in the gym, more hours of that sort of hard work. Obviously with eating right, and I think that eating right was always there. But this was required to a bigger, higher level, so they just blended in well, and the result was seen.
And now I'm not just going to make you wait. I want you to try certain food items which has been ordered over here. See, I can see this quinoa one, which really looks good. It's a main course. It's very good.
It's very good. This looks very good. And I also would like to add one more point. Just because something is working for someone and something is not working for someone doesn't mean everything that works for one person is not going to work for you. You have a different body type, you have different levels, you are probably different allergic to certain foods. So I always believe do what works for you. Study yourself, study what your taste buds want, how your body reacts to certain foods, and create your own likes and dislikes. Don't go by what's in fashion.
Yeah, of course. And as we experiment a lot with food, avocado became a trend. Do you also kind of, follow all these trends which takes place on social media?
I think, after what I just said, I do what works for me. There are certain foods that make me bloat, which may not make you bloat. So do you, I do me. Simple philosophy. Yeah. How your body reacts and your taste. And see, here the food is, you're eating healthy, but everything is so tasty. So you're enjoying your food. You're not like
Eating healthy.
and if you're not going to eat food that is you're enjoying, after a point it will start playing with your mind. You may feel low and depressed. So be happy and eat correct and eat healthy and eat tasty food.
And I must say that this is very tasty.
It is.
It is. Like I had right now, and it's like a different kind of chaat, which also has like healthy chaat. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like a healthy chaat basically because it's like avocado, strawberry, and then there's moong and all. How much are you into cooking food?
So I can cook very well, but I'm very moody. You can't expect me to go every day in the kitchen and cook food. But there are times when I want to just go and cook, and it's more therapeutic for me than anything else.
And do you try like any special dish, which has been?
I try. I try a lot of stuff now that I have two daughters, and they enjoy cooking. They love cooking. So more than me now these days, it's them experimenting and making stuff for me.
In fact, I was going to ask you this question, as a mother also, especially, when you are kind of, bringing up two daughters, and, there is a diet, especially as we grow up as girls, and, taking care of a lot of things basically. So what are you very careful of, feeding them? We tend to eat a lot of street food.
No. So for them, whatever they like, I make sure it's made at home. Anything it could be. Even for those burgers, for example, unko, French fries. Kids like all that. You can't stop them from like. But I try and create the same thing at home for them. Even pani puri, which even I love, but I try and get it made at home for them. So as much as home cooked is what I believe in, and that's better. But this is when when they're traveling and all, these girls actually they like eating out, and so it's I have to play a balance with them.
When you are on the set of a movie, especially like over the years you have worked in so many movies and all, which is that one food item you can't go without? It could be a coffee also probably, or it could be something else altogether.
So see, now I enjoy smoothies very much. And the smoothies here are fantastic. You have to try the smoothie bowls here. They're berry smoothie and all. So for me, morning on the go is a smoothie. उसमें सब आ जाता है. Yeah.
But do you also carry that with you? Like, as actors, we are always curious to know. And everyone, every individual want to know that, what actors really eat. Because touch wood, you all are blessed with good skin and good genes and all. So you know,
Just because you're actor doesn't mean you're blessed with good skin. I think good skin and all is genetically gifted, and then you're maintaining it. है ना? हाँ, but just because I became an actor doesn't mean my skin became good. No. uh, so what do I travel with? I take my coffee machine. I like my coffees, but I stick to like 2 or 3 a day. But that particular one I really like. Otherwise, I carry like here you get a lot of these gluten-free snacks at Sante's. Yeah, so those packets I like carrying along with me. They're cookies and all. Something just to because when you're shooting on top of it, if you're going to have a heavy meal, you're going to feel sluggish and sleepy. And when we're working for 12 to 14 hours, you can't afford to look sluggish and sleepy on screen. So
I wanted to also ask you, Esha, as an actress, you have worked in the industry, and while it is important to have healthy meals, you're also working. You're giving 12 hours, you're giving, 15 hours of shoots, and at the same time, you're also working out. How do you balance that?
Oh yeah. So see, it depends on the role. If a particular role demanded that ab showing and short skirts, which I wore back in the day, the legs had to be. Then you get up early morning and work out and then do your hair and makeup. But now I feel depending on the role that I'm doing, what is seen on screen, accordingly I do my workouts. I mean, there's no need for too much muscle gain with the projects I'm doing now. But I like my cardio in the morning. Yeah, on incline, slow walking cardio also. If you can do for 25 minutes to 30 minutes, you just get your heart rate going well and your sweat. That sweat is very important to me because that adds that leanness and the unwanted water retention just goes. And then if I pack up early, then in the evenings I would like to do abs and a little bit of stretching and all.
Would you prefer, like, if offered, I'm just asking, basically, it's just a theory kind of a thing, but would you prefer doing bold roles now, basically, or would you like
What
not?
kind of bold?
It could be something, where you have to kind of wear a certain outfit probably, or probably just, be in that a certain look.
It's not about the outfit. It's about what character are you playing. It's a if in a random story you have to wear an outfit and stand like a fool, I'll never do that. You know what I mean? Out of just for the sake of it. But if there is a role and it's a beautiful script and it's beautifully weaved into it, I'll do it.
Which role of yours was very demanding for you as an actress, which you felt like, you literally gave it all for that role?
I mean, I think every role, when you are non-stop working, every role, every day at shoot is demanding. There's not like that one film I gave it all and the rest I fapped. Not like that.
But are you liking the current situation also, where social media exposure is also there, which also gives opportunity for work, but do you feel it's over exhausted right now? What are your thoughts on that? You feel like actors are overexposed, kahin na kahin. Ek time pe aisa hota tha ki, we used to
been in this line when nothing like this existed, and we all were very well known to. Even small villages in our country knew who we are and knew about our movies, and the reach was as good even then. Now, of course, it's more convenient. There's, in fact, you're getting over bombarded with knowledge. Certain times there are certain things you don't wish to even know about, but वो सामने आ जाता है. So I think there is a thin line. So I think it's important to have that boundary with social media time, and how much you let it, how much you indulge in it.
Are you like kind of, while we have seen you being active, and I really love your Instagram reels, I must say that. Some of them are very funny and cool also.
I have these wonderful minds behind me who are good with all this. If you ask me personally, I'm a very private person. I would, if I had my way, I would not be on social media. But being in this industry, it's part of it. So I am on it and I enjoy it. It's nice. But I mean, it's nice.
Even your father, touch wood, even he's there on social media. He's too good with it. He keeps on writing. He keeps on sharing thoughts. Have you kind of learned something from him? And I've seen the same thing with, Mr. Bachchan also. They are very good with it. I feel like I want to learn from them.
They are just too good with it. That's all I can say.
And now coming, as I've come to your parents and all, what is that one dish which your mom, you love, about your mom, which she cooks and all, and you kind of, or probably has she ever, like, basically?
That's news to me. I should ask her, what dishes have you cooked,
I
Mama?
myself not know, but any one thing.
When we were kids, we used to travel abroad and all for holidays. That time we used to rent apartments. So there, because we used to tell her that, in school all these kids bring their food which their mothers have made, you would also make. Then she learned to make rasam, rice, thoda sabji wabji, but on holidays. Very tasty, but she's a good cook.
And now tell me, before I let you go, about your upcoming projects, Esha, what you're focusing on and kya ho raha hai basically aapke life.
For now, it's my association that is, I've just begun this journey with Sante Spa Cuisine, and I look forward to it because it's a new hat for me. Then there are a couple of projects. One I'm shooting with Sanju sir. I don't know when they want to announce. I don't want to go beyond that and say the name or anything. And there are 2 projects I have lined up which should start by the end of this year.
That's interesting. And
There are some fun projects. One is a docudrama. I've never done something like that. One is a proper commercial film. And then, of course, the one with Sanju sir.
one food item which you cannot let go of ever.
My smoothies. Yeah, my berry smoothies.
Lovely chatting with you, Esha. I'm going to play a very small segment on my phone. Just you have to look on the camera and answer. But before that, thank you so much for such a lovely interaction and for enjoying this food item. And thanks to you, I have been trying something like this.
Yes.
Lovely chatting with you always. Thank you.